All right, Tia and Bridget, just describe to everybody out there what was going on with your health when you first came in. Tia, why don't you go first?
Well, first thing, I found out that my spine was completely straight, surprisingly. I've always felt pains, but I didn't know the seriousness of it. And then I seen their chiropractors and stuff at Clarksville Speedway, and I didn't really know what they were about, so I went over and checked them out and stuff, and found that out. And then I got a card, came here, and then yeah, I found out that my spine was straight and stuff, and they said that they could help. And I didn't really know if it would work because I never really knew what chiropractors were about and what they did and stuff. But then I started doing the exercises, and he started working on my back and stuff, and it helped. It was
You went from pretty severe pain.
yes, it was really bad. It was, oh my gosh, I had almost made me want to cry. That's how bad it was. And I couldn't really bend that much. I didn't have much flexibility, and it caused me to have headaches and tired all the time and a lot of stress and stuff.
So now that we've been adjusting you, what has happened?
It's freedom.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's my back isn't so tense and tight, and I can I'm more flexible and able to do stuff, and it's less pain. I'm less cranky about a lot of stuff.
Good. I'm going to interject you real quick. I want to jump in the picture here because people out there may be thinking, because you said you had a straight spine. Well, she had a straight spine from the side because you're actually supposed to have 3 curvatures just like this. And her spine looked like this from the side, literally the low back was completely straight. It's pretty much straight like this from the side, when it should look similar to this, to where the disc are going to have less pressure on it. So with her in this position, put a lot of pressure on her spine, on the disc, on the nerves, on the spinal cord, those things that generated her pain, her headaches, and those things. So now people out there will understand, because most of the time they think, straight, isn't that good? Well, straight from this angle here, from the side, is not good. Straight from this side is good. So, all right, now let's go to Bridget. Bridget, what did you have going on when you first came in here?
Oh, wow. I had a accident in the desert several years ago, and I fell on some rocks with all my packs and canteens and everything on me, and ended up being hospitalized for 3 days, and I have 3 herniated discs in my back, so my discs are rubbing together. And throughout the years I began to have headaches. Then I went on a deployment, and something happened, and I ended up having extremely bad migraines, debilitating. Throwing up, blackouts, where they put me on different types of medication, and it was just unbearable. Well, then I started coming here, after me and my daughter stopped and spoke with them. So, well, I might as well go ahead and get it done too. But after she got hers done, and I seen how her spine looked, and I started tearing up, I said, okay, let me go ahead and get mine checked out. So I did, and since I've been coming, prior to that, I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't put my legs on the floor in the morning, not because of my feet, because just the pressure from touching the ground, touching the floor, my back hurt so bad. I couldn't move in the morning. I was very, very stiff. Now, I jump up out of the bed I don't, when somebody's coming in shaking me, or when the alarm clock goes off, I can literally get up and get out the bed. The migraines have pretty much stopped. If I get a headache, it's a sinus headache, if that, and I don't take any medicine for it. I don't take the sleeping pills that they gave me anymore. It's just like the Rayovac commercial. Yeah, I am just so I feel so much better. I was afraid to say that at first. If I tell the VA that, then they're gonna stop helping me. But I don't care, Yeah, because now I know my back is okay, so I'm okay, and it's a work in progress, because in a long time, it's not like it just takes overnight. It's a process, So at first it was a little pain, and now it's pain with pleasure, because I know that I'm going to be able to. I can even run now. I couldn't run for a long time, and I was a heavy avid runner, and now I'm back to running a little bit, so I'm excited about that.
Can you share with them what else how God is healing your body?
Oh, absolutely. I was they seen a mass on my left breast, and they had done 2 mammograms already. The mass was already there, but the doctor finally found it this year, and she said, I'm just going to have it checked out. And the mass was there, so okay, they saw MRIs, X-rays, MRIs, mammograms, ultrasounds, and so finally I went back, and they're like, well, we know it's there, we know it's there, but we just can't find it right now. I began to change my diet from my sugar intake, antioxidants, and boosting myself up with antioxidants, probiotics, just started changing my whole lifestyle, my wellness lifestyle. I thought I was eating right, but I did not realize how badly I was eating. Not bad as some, but not nearly as well as others. So once I started changing my diet and started changing the way what I took into my body, lots of other things just began to change, and I just had cell regeneration, cell recovery, and they can't find it. They can't find anything, and
they confirmed that how many times?
They confirmed that.
3 times.
3 times, and they still want me to do another mammogram and another MRI, bilateral ultrasound, and
even though the last showed nothing.
Even though the last, they said, well, we see a little. I'm like, show me, so I can see what you're seeing.
Yeah.
And now they can't. And I felt it there myself. I showed them where it was, and now it's like, okay. So now they want me to make sure, okay, well, come when you're not menstruating. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's because you were menstruating. I said, no, I wasn't menstruating.
What do you believe happened?
I believe between God, first, just giving me the mindset to begin to listen and to believe and use some discernment and say, okay, now this is what you need to start doing. I took, once I started taking all this food out of my body, I think that my body just began to heal itself because of the pressure from my spine being lifted off that area. It's like your lungs being compressed and you can't breathe. That was the same thing that was happening within my body on my spine. Spine was hitting everything in this area, so now that pressure's off, I said, okay, we can grow now, we can move around, so nothing is stuck in one place anymore. So,
awesome.
Thank God.
Does God need any help in healing?
Absolutely not.
Oh, that's so.
He can do that all by himself.
Just no interference, right?
No interference in eating what he prepared for us, not the processed food, not, things that weren't supposed to be taken in our body. I've always told people the corn was bad for us, but they never believed me. They never believed me that corn was cattle food. And,
she's going to teach everybody out there.
But now they do. We still have some naysayers, but I am a
So tell people out there, what would you say if they're thinking about maximized living chiropractic care? What would you tell them?
I would tell them, first, if they have something wrong with them, what do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? I mean, they're telling you you're going to lose your life. You're just going to sit there and die. Or if you're told that there's something that could possibly help that you're not using between radiation and medication, why not try it? Why not? You're spending money buying $300 pills. Why wouldn't you spend money on,
something that helps your body
something
heal.
that helps your body heal itself without taking in all the things that's going to kill your body on the inside anyway. So absolutely, I would not only advise, but I would just jump up and down on the table if I was in front of you. Try it. Because I truly believe that I was healed just because I used the knowledge that was given me. It was already there, but God said, okay, now it's time for you to listen to what you're being told. And
awesome.
I am here yet today, unworried about any kind of test that's going to come out.
Awesome. God bless. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.